go on my Sunday. Hello everybody, how are we doing? We well? Excellent. I'm pleased to be here. Disorganised as always, ladies and gentlemen, but always on time and feeling lively. 'Tis Sunday, one of the finest days of the week. More on that later. I've got the old original blazer back, and that's exciting, isn't it? Because I thought I'd lost a bit of weight. I have not, because the button still doesn't do up. In fact, it might be struggling more than it did before. So I'm putting it down to random moisture in the air and shrinkage, not putting it down to myself, because who wants to blame themselves for these things? I've done my research, and you can check it yourself if you ever want to, that random clothes shrinkage does happen throughout the year, especially during the hibernation period known as winter. Speaking of winter, I've got my scarf, which I've worn the last 3 weeks in a different style every time, and I'm liking the scarf. I think the scarf is a good thing that we should all embrace a lot more in our lives. It can be an all year round thing. You can have a summer scarf, one of them silk numbers that proper posh people wear, in this way that I'm wearing it now. You can do that. So this is the way of, like, I'm slightly cold, I might do my scarf properly. First week 1 we did the old loop it and put it through like that, and then last week I think I did it around like that, which is pretty nice. But for this week I thought I'd go for man who attends horse races. That's what I've gone for. So what do you think? How would you like to wear your scarf? I mean, traditionally now as well, it's good for shops because you can go in like that and be COVID safe just by putting your little mask on. Right, so yeah, we've got a good show for you today. I must remember this week we are on Instagram, so if you fancy giving us a bit of a follow, Instagram, go on my Sunday, check it out. But yes, apart from that, there's not a lot's happened this week, which is pretty good, I think, in all fairness, because the first couple weeks of the new year is always a little bit like, whoa, let's go wild. But now it's calmed down, we can relax into our new year properly, which is good. You're watching TV again. You're watching Come Dine With Me, which is an interesting programme. Because it's not a natural thing for a start. Let's start with that, right? Come Dine With Me. It's not a natural thing. It's strangers having a dinner party. Now, you have a dinner party, is per normal, right? You invite your friends round. It's kind of a little bit sort of, not completely, but a little bit kind of awkwardish, because you've dressed up like you're going out, but you're at your mate's house. It's all like, oh, they've got the best china out, they polish stuff up, put it all out. But you have a good time, don't you? Good chat, good laugh, and you're all relaxed by the end of it. And that smart stuff you've got on starts to become a little bit more casual throughout the evening, which is nice. You have a good time. But this isn't like that. This is all you've got, complete strangers who we've naturally formed to clash with each other, and we've put them together in a room. But it's like someone else's house, and they don't even know who's turning up. And they're like, oh, I've made some food that I think that these people might like, but I have no idea what they're into. And they turn up, and this is where the fun starts. The judgy people. Like, and it's not just like judging like or I think this one's a bit mental, because I mean, if they come round here, they would think, is he a bit bizarre? Yes. But it'd just be like little things people pick on. I mean, some of them are just not normal human beings, frankly. Like, it'd be someone that's just really friendly, bubbly and outgoing. They're like, oh, I can't stand them with their element of fun. This is not what we signed up for. We came from a dinner party and we want a serious conversation. And if that's you, fine. But really having a go at like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing, do we? No, I like that person. That's my friend at any dinner party. The one that doesn't quite belong there. I love that guy. Or girl. Depends. But yes. Anyway, the main thing that come up though, there was one where there was a lovely bloke. He had dreadlocked hair and a big beard. He lived on a farm, but he was very neat and tidy and very sort of clean, and all of his stuff was very clean. His clothes were immaculate, lovely bloke. But these two snobby people had decided that he was dirty, simply on the hair. And well, they weren't just being rude to him, they were just being rude to everyone, just thinking that they were above everybody, right? Which messed their score up. Yes. Oh, done nothing better than scoring something, is there? Just turn up at a dinner party and just be like, I'd give that a 4. It's like, that's what you need, isn't it? So, but yeah, no, this is the thing, right? Turning up and they're like, oh, it's just, it feels dirty, it feels dirty. It's like, it's not dirty there at all. Now, I started thinking about my own attitude on that, and I got to be honest, right? I like to be neat and tidy. I like to be clean, right? I like to keep things as clean as I can. Current room exempt. Now, having said that, if I go round to someone's house and it's a bit messy, like it's a mess, and there's chaos everywhere and whatever, I get it. It's fine. I also hate cleaning, so I walk into that and I'm like, whew, I can relax here. This is good. Nothing better than hearing those flying words when you turn up someone's house. Don't worry about taking your shoes off. It's like, yes, I love you. Right? That's the best, isn't it? You just turn up and just be like, I can proper fucking relax in here. Not that I've got anything against take your shoes off. It's like, oh, this is good. I can drink from all the cups in this house, allegedly. But yeah, you know, I got nothing against it. What's worse that could have happened? You know what I mean? Although there was people that were like, they'd made a cake, right? This was on a couple's one. Just watch all of them, right? They're all brilliant. There was one that like, made a cake, and like they'd like poured the cakes out, and then they got the cake mix bowl, and they just left it on the floor and called the dogs in to lick it clean. You're like, what is wrong with you? And we watched it out with the missus, and she was like, if I was on that show and I watched that back, I would be violently sick. And I had to agree with her. I kind of explained it as like, that's like hooking up with someone and then them going like, oh, and by the way, I have AIDS. You're like, oh, thanks for letting me know. You just start having flashbacks to all the stuff that is not important. But, you know, that's me thoughts. What else has been going on this week? Nothing really. It's been quite nice. Nice, chilled, relaxed. So I genuinely thought I was losing weight until I got this jacket out. Good. This is the original, so I've got the Jazz hanky bag. It is good for hot weather. It's good for a party as well. We're giving a big speech to the room, which I will do, especially if I've been drinking. Like, And as we made our way across the many plains, we decided that not all was as it seemed. And that's it. I'll even change my voice just to make the story seem a little bit more epic. But yeah, no, it's got a lot of uses. Got the classic that I just did there. And also, you can laugh at someone at a function and be like, that's very funny. Oh. But does anything really bring out the laughter more than Nothing does. Jazz hankies and scarves. This is what I've decided. I've noticed that I've never really committed to any sort of fashion before, which is interesting. But I feel I'm starting to get there now. Although I'm not really even committed to this look fully. I am wearing lederhosen. Not really, just jeans. See? But yeah. It's been giving me some time to think this week because there's not been a lot of busyness going on. And in about like school and that, where it's reports back from school saying kind of just mess around a lot, and you kind of just mess around a lot, and then we go like, you can't get through life like that. And frankly, I have actually. The other thing as well, like work and stuff, it's sort of like, I think, I'll apply myself, go for a new position, promotion, develop myself. And I'm not sure you're not really interested, are you? I'm like, no, actually, I don't know what it is. I think there's too much fun to be had in life. And I think that gets hindered by applying yourself to things like work, doesn't it? I don't want to be that guy who just turns up at a dinner party full of strangers in front of cameras for scoring of points and just be like, I do finance for a company and it's very interesting. I work in solutions to problems that don't frankly exist, but I make them up so that I can stay employed. And I do that among many, many companies. I work with them and serious and nice. I think I haven't thought that through at all. But yeah, life's too short for that, isn't it? Just committing yourself to spreadsheets, what's wrong with you? I know like the money's nice, sure. But it's all about trade-off, you see. I think. I mean, I'll never be playing golf, let's be honest. And that's a shame, because I think I could handle the golf fashion. But it's just, I think laziness would be really kicking in. Not that like it's a high intensity sport, but I like a driving range. That's the stuff right there. You just like proper whack it, right? You're playing golf, it's like whack. That's lost. Where it's just like you smack it like miles away, frankly, and then you're like, I'm gonna get that, and you hit it again. I feel like I'd be hitting it like a million times and it wouldn't actually go in. So what's the point of this game? And it's very expensive. I feel like if you want to lose stuff, you just take up drinking. It's a lot quicker. Do lots of things, change mainly. Unless you do one of them nights out. Let's have some nostalgia about the good old days when you could go out and be normal. You go to the pub and you just know you've had a good night. Now a lot of people say like, oh, you know you've had a good night when? I know you've had a good night when you wake up and you've got like £1,000 worth of change in your pocket. You're like, oh no, that's a sign of a good night. Not anything else. Ah dear. But yes. Now, some of the information I've given you this evening has been slightly suspect. So it's time, and I'm going to get it up the right way this time, for Geoff's Factors, 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 do-do-do-do-do, Geoff's Factors, 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 boo-boo. The British Navy apparently use Britney Spears music played really loud to discourage Somali pirates from attacking. More so, it actually seems to work. Just factors, 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 bloop-a-doo-doo-doo. Just factors, 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 factors. That's apparently true. I don't know. Sometimes you just believe stuff. I heard a fact during the week, which was that. And I was like, Now, as someone who's actually been to a Britney Spears concert, I can confirm it does make you want to attack boats a little bit less. In fact, a whole lot. You just turn up in your little boat, go, we're going to rob them, we're going to rob them. And then it's like, crazy, I just can't be like, turn it around, lads. Let's go and get minimum wage jobs. Imagine that. If that worked, if it was like, it stopped pirates from robbing boats and it made them think, oh, let's go and get a job and give back to the economy rather than taking from people, then they would play it in a job centre. I'm not saying I've done any research, but is there any harm in trying? Yeah. What a piss am I on about this week? I have no idea. Anywho, it's been a lot of interesting chit chat, but it's time for you to get involved. Who? You! Yes, you! You there. Ooh. It's time for, and I will get a better sign for this, the big question. Big question. The big question. The big question. The big question. Right. So, this week, hope you're all interested. We're going to decide what is the worst day of the week. Now, why have I gone for something that's sort of slightly negative? What's the worst day of the week? Well, if I asked you what the best day of the week is, we'd all know, wouldn't we? It's Sunday, because this is on. But, what's the worst day of the week? Now, traditionally, people would say Monday. But is it the worst day of the week? Don't know. Come on, people. Let's get involved. What's the worst day of the week? If I stand like this, I might start getting some answers. And we'll make some decisions. Now, I'm going to go through them with my thoughts. Right. So Monday, not the worst day of the week. Because people say it's the worst day of the week. Therefore, you are prepared for it to be a bad day. Which, in turn, makes it not such a bad day. Because you normally come out of a Monday and go, I wasn't too bad. So, Tuesday is the worst day of the week. Wednesday is known to be the worst. Okay, 2 interesting points. Let's go through this. Right. So Tuesday. Suppose Tuesday is because you think, oh, I got past Monday and I got a lot of week left. Ugh. Wednesday also is this effect of like so near yet so far from the weekend. Thursday is what's commonly known as hump day because it's close to the weekend but not that close. You're like, oh, I wish it was Friday. And Friday, I don't know why people build up Friday so much. I don't know why people call up Friday like such, like, yay, it's Friday. Like, Friday is the worst. Yes, Friday might be the worst one. Do we agree or do we not agree? I'm thinking Friday. Alright? I think, yeah, because everyone's like, yeah, it's Friday, but Friday just like drags. Like, oh, come on, weekend. Like, you're not really even doing anything productive, you're just like going, oh, is it ready? Especially at the moment as well, you're like, yeah, it's Friday, you finish work, and then what do? Can't go out nowhere, you start, ooh, I can sit in the living room in my pyjamas or underwear, or neither, and watch whatever's on the telly. So, Saturday's traditionally a good day, because was allowed out, we could go for drinks on Friday. Yeah, but it's just it's the build up to it all day. It's just going, it's Friday. Like, ugh, leave me alone. I mean, realistically, we shouldn't do any work on a Friday. Not that most people do in their jobs. It used to be like a good day for like, it's dressed down Friday. Friday's looking pretty good actually, I'm just changing my mind. It's always like the dress down day. And yeah, sort of a bit of a buzz, like a weekend. Unless you work in retail, if you do work in retail, all these days are the worst day in the world because you work in retail where every day is a work day. So, but you do have a job at the minute, so you know, win. Remind yourself of that next time. So, and Sunday we've got this. So, I don't know really. What's the worst day? Anyone want to throw out any ideas? Worst day of the week? I think we should just do a blind test on this one this week. What we're doing now, I'm going to throw the pen at the board, and this is the way I'm going to decide what the worst day of the week is. Should I be blindfolded? Maybe, yes. Right, you see, another use for the scarf. There you go, this will get viewers. Oh, we're on Instagram, if you needed to know, wherever you are. We're on Instagram. Instagram go on my Sunday. So, thanks for watching. Right, we're picking the worst day of the week. Now, I should have remembered where the board is. Yeah, right. Okay. I'm going with Wednesday as halfway through and you can't be bothered. It's a good point, Nicole. It's a very good point. Wednesday is halfway through the week. And yeah, it does have that element of like, ugh. And if you hear Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer on a Wednesday, you just want to punch things. But it's a lovely song and it's great any other time. Now, we get it, we have made our decision. This is how we're choosing now. I need to. Right. So, drum roll please. It's made a mark. So he's saying that's Tuesday, isn't it? Tuesday is the worst day of the week. It's what we've decided. Tuesday. Because you've got past your Monday, which you were expecting to be awful. But it was okay, you survived. And Tuesday, you're like, well, I'm into my week. Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm into my week now, so I've got a long time left. So Tuesday has been decided to be the worst day of the week, purely by me throwing a pen. But that's as good a decision making as any. And you know what, I've stuck to my decision as well, which makes me better than the British government. But not, because they might be watching me. They're doing a grand job, well done lads. Right, so there we go. Tuesday, the worst day of the week. I think I'll be a great teacher, do you reckon? Be a primary school teacher. Right. So what are we learning today? Well, I've picked some subjects out. We can study the Romans, the Greeks, or the Second World War. Let's make a decision and then blindfold. At which point all the kids will leave the room and then throw in a pen. Headmaster will come in and go, what the hell are you doing? And then I thought I'd pick what we're learning today. You go, there's a syllabus. I'll be like, whoops. Yeah. Kids are learning from home now anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it? But yes, a decision has been made nonetheless. Now, it's been wonderful this week, quite chilly. And next week, there'll be more. Ooh, which is exciting. So, be good this week. Careful of Tuesday. It's the worst day of the week, as we have decided. And just have a bloody good time no matter what you're doing. See you next week, you lovely people, and farewell.